Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Goodness gracious. Got another great video for you guys today, man. You guys know what to do on this channel. We must continue to set the record straight. Stop the lies. Stop the narrative. Stop them from rewriting the history. And in this video, I want to talk about Vince Carter real briefly, man. They're retiring Vince Carter's jersey for the New Jersey Nets. They're going to retire his number. And I don't understand how... this is what I'm talking about, guys. Listen, I like Vince Carter. It's not a knock on him. But how the hell are you retiring his jersey? The man played for the Nets for 4 years. And we're retiring his jersey? It's a joke, man. Everyone gets a statue now. Everyone gets their jersey retired. We'll talk briefly in this video. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states that's been supporting my channel. Thank you, guys. I'm truly humbled, man, for real, guys. It means a lot. Thank you for all the support. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. Excuse me a second here, guys. Yes. So, yes, guys. So, we're going to talk about Vince Carter briefly. Now, there's no knock on Vince Carter. I like Vince Carter. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. No doubt about it, man. Really solid career. A very long career, played for a very long time, Vince Carter. But Vince Carter, to me, was one of the big what-ifs. Kind of like underachieving, so to speak, with the athleticism, the game that Vince Carter had. He just never really became a winner. He was never a winner, Vince Carter, because he never really did other things. He was flashy. He had the dunks. He had a nice jump shot. He had a creative game. But Vince Carter never played defense like that. Was never known except for galvanizing, being a leader. None of these real things. So when I saw that the New Jersey Nets were going to, well, I guess they're the Brooklyn Nets now, but they were the New Jersey Nets. They're going to retire Vince Carter's jersey. I was baffled. I was wondering, why in the hell would you retire Vince Carter's jersey? Like, did he really deserve, or does he really deserve to have his jersey retired by the New Jersey Nets? To me, the answer is no. Vince Carter played 4.5 seasons, guys, for the Nets. 4.5 seasons. And they did nothing. The Nets did nothing when Vince Carter was there. They made the playoffs a couple of those years with guys like Richard Jefferson, and Jason Kidd was there for a couple of those years with Vince Carter. But they never did anything. They underachieved, so to speak. Right? I believe they made to the second round in 2007. I believe that was as far as they ever went, was the second round. And I believe they lost 4-2 to the Cleveland Cavaliers that series. But Vince Carter made, I believe, 2 All-Star teams for the New Jersey Nets, guys. And that's literally it. That's it. He didn't make an All-NBA team. He wasn't the All-Star Game MVP. He didn't lead them to a conference finals. He didn't lead to the NBA finals. To me, Vince Carter was good on the Nets. He wasn't bad on the Nets. He was good. But to me, when you think of Vince Carter, you think of what? You think of Toronto. You think of the Toronto Raptors. For me, anyway, that's what I think of. Vince Carter flying through the air on the Toronto Raptors, right? Leading them to their first playoff berth in that franchise's history. And I believe that was the 2000 season, I believe. And they went to you guys remember that classic second-round matchup against Allen Iverson and the Philadelphia 76ers. They went 7 games in the 2001 Eastern Conference semifinal against those Sixers in a back-and-forth, one of the great back-and-forths in the second round in NBA's history, man, with Allen Iverson and Vince Carter. That's probably the peak of Vince Carter's career, was that second-round 7-game series against the Philadelphia 76ers that would eventually go to the NBA Finals. That was a great series, man. Like I said, that's probably the peak of Vince Carter's career. On Toronto, not New Jersey. The New Jersey Nets, when Vince Carter was there, they underachieved. They didn't do anything, right? Vince Carter missed those couple of years when Jason Kidd first got there, and they went to the NBA Finals a couple of years in a row, and they were one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference in that early 2000s. But Vince Carter getting his number retired by the New Jersey Nets makes no sense to me, man, because it's more the same what we've been talking about. For some reason, in this era, these guys are getting celebrated as if they're the greatest of all time. As if these guys are for you to get your number retired, in my opinion, you have to be one of the greats, man. Like one of the top 20 players in NBA's history or something like that. Right? Vince Carter's barely a top 75 player, in my opinion. And for him to get his jersey retired by the New Jersey Nets when you made 2 All-Star appearances and that's it, and you played 4 seasons? I believe Vince Carter played 7 years, I want to say, for the Toronto Raptors. If the Toronto Raptors turned around and retired Vince Carter's jersey, I mean, maybe, unless it is already, I don't know. But if they did that, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with Vince Carter getting his jersey retired in Toronto because he was really Toronto Raptors' first superstar, really. He was really the first, fringe superstar that you could say for the Toronto Raptors, right? He led them to their first playoff berth, right? Like I said, he was half man, half amazing in Toronto. The slam dunk titles, the game, the impact he had in Toronto. I have no problem with the jersey being retired there, but if they're gonna retire Vince Carter's jersey for the New Jersey Nets, if they're gonna retire his jersey, then you probably gotta retire Richard Jefferson's jersey too. Richard Jefferson played for the Nets for like 7, 8 seasons, and to me, he had more of an impact on the Nets than Vince Carter did. No, Richard Jefferson never made an All-Star game for the Nets, but Richard Jefferson, like I said, played there for a long time. And he was an impactful player. He was on those 2 finals teams with Jason Kidd. He was a contributor to those teams. He was a contributor to the teams with Vince Carter on them. And once again, if you look at his rankings in the all-time Nets history, Richard Jefferson's in the top of all those lists. Vince Carter's towards the top in, I think, the points, some of those lists. But once again, he played 4 seasons for the Nets. I can't put you or retire your jersey when you play 4 seasons. To me, it's a joke. They're giving these guys jersey retirements. I mean, it's ridiculous now how guys getting jersey retirements. Guys want statues now. Statues. We're giving these guys statues that do not even deserve it, have not earned it. Back in the day, to get a statue, you had to be considered the greatest player of your era, the greatest player, or one of the greatest players in the history of the sport, whatever sport it was. That's what a statue meant. Now they're giving out statues for guys because you're loyal, or for a guy who played a certain amount of years on a team, like Udonis Haslem, got his jersey retired. It's a joke, man. It's an absolute joke for Udonis Haslem to have his jersey retired by the Miami Heat. Come on, man, you're a role player your entire career, and you get your jersey retired? It's a joke, man. It's a joke. He didn't win a Finals MVP in the Miami Heat. Come on, what are we doing here? So for me, I don't think it's valid for Vince Carter to have his jersey retired by the Nets. I think that if the Raptors do it, or if it was the Raptors, yes. He didn't do enough on New Jersey. He didn't do anything in New Jersey. Yeah, he had some good seasons, right? But to retire his jersey? Based off of what? They didn't win anything. Literally nothing. You guys know the deal. Don't hate on Vince Carter. I like Vince Carter, man. Like I said, he had that game. He had the athleticism that didn't really translate into anything winning-wise because he never really played defense like that. To me, he wasn't a real leader. So he kind of underachieved as far as the overall game. He had his skill set and what he accomplished with that skill set. So you guys know the deal, man. Once again, I don't believe that Vince Carter should have his jersey retired by the New Jersey Nets, man. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.